Did you know that Google Gemini now allows you to connect to any custom MCP server, so you can now link it to any app that you want? Or maybe you didn't realize that there's a brand new way for you to be able to automate things from inside of Gemini. Well, those two things are absolutely nothing, because by the end of this video, you're going to know about all the hidden changes that Google Gemini has released in the last few weeks. So update number one that we need to discuss is now, if you come into Gemini Spark right here, we're going to see connected apps. And if we click on connected apps and you scroll down, you are going to notice that now you could add custom apps from Spark. And it is very important that you make sure that you're doing this, because honestly, this might be the most important update that Gemini has ever dropped, because now you can connect Gemini Spark, which is basically going to be your 24/7 AI agent that lives inside of Gemini, to anything that you want. All you're simply going to do is insert whatever MCP server you have directly into here. Then I'm going to click on next, and this is going to walk you through exactly how to actually get this set up. And then what this is going to allow you to do is connect your Gemini Spark to anything. Now, if we come back over into regular Gemini right here, and we come over into our settings, and we come over here and we try to go through all of the different apps that we have connected to this, and the easiest way to do this is actually just by clicking on personalized intelligence, coming over into connected apps. We could see that if we scroll down here, this doesn't yet give us the ability to actually be able to use these things inside of Gemini. So we can see right here that we can see custom apps for Spark, but it will only work with Spark. So that is probably the biggest caveat for me to call out here, which is that you can add in custom MCP specifically for Gemini Spark, but you won't be able to use those things inside of your chat in Gemini. Chat inside of Gemini is going to only be for Google Workspace, search services, YouTube Music, Google Business Profile, GitHub, Google Flights, Google Hotels, Canva, Contacts, Instacart, OpenTable, and Verify AI. But one thing that I would call out is they are actually going to go through and release some new ones pretty soon. Because if we actually come over to this blog post that they recently released, we could see right here that they're rolling out integrations with Canva, Dropbox, Instacart, OpenTable, and Zillow rentals. But again, that custom MCP is going to be for Spark only, which is going to allow it to be a more powerful 24/7 AI assistant. Update number two is that now they've completely changed how you can actually schedule things out. So if we come back over into Spark right here, we click on schedules, we can now see that you can schedule things out based on several different things. For example, you could get proactive help with tasks that are scheduled to run on repeat. That's basically how it's worked before in the past, but you can now get this to actually respond to events or continuously monitor and react. For example, we can now simply click into this and say something like, I want to get alerts whenever new homes are added in Bozeman, Montana area. I'm looking for homes that are under $1 million and have over 2 acres of land. They must be within 20 minutes of Main Street. And now this actually goes through and begins to work on it. It actually defines exactly what it's going to do. It's confirmed that this task is complex, and it's now going through and investigating a suitable schedule in order to be able to get this done right here. And we could see that it's going through and it's actually doing all of this. We could see its progress in the top right hand corner right here, and this right here is pretty awesome that it's now able to do this. We could see all the different skills that are being used, all the progress that's being used, and this now allows you to automate way more complex things from inside of Spark using this schedule feature. We could see now that this is going through with the monitor details, so it has its search query, and it says that it's going to periodically do this for Zillow and Redfin. It gives us all of the different search that it's actually going to go through and do, and we could see that this is now actually set up in order to do this. And what this is actually going to do now is periodically go through and monitor this. Now, if we wanted it to be more specific, we just have to be more specific about when we want it to monitor, or what we want it to monitor, or different criteria that we want to add, and that's incredibly easy to do. Literally just as simple as us coming back over into our schedules right here, us clicking on this, coming over to edit with Gemini. We could get it to run now, we could get it to pause, we could get it to delete, and this is now incredibly powerful because not only can this just do like miscellaneous tasks that you would normally do on Gemini, it can actually use the web, it can connect to apps, it can respond to events, and it can respond to all these different things, and this just makes Gemini Spark way more powerful than it's ever been. Now, the next update that we need to cover is actually going to be from inside of NotebookLM, because now if you come into a notebook, they made creating short form content incredibly simple. What you're going to do is on the left-hand side right here, you're going to be able to choose which of your sources you want to use. You could select all, or you could select a singular one. For example, I have this long form YouTube video right here. Now what I'm going to be able to do is if I come over to video overview, I could click on that little icon right there, and this is going to allow us to now create shorts. And from here, we can actually choose what we want the video to focus
focus on, or we could choose a custom topic. This actually goes through and gives us a bunch of different topics based on the actual source itself. Click on generate and boom, this will go off and this will actually generate things. So we can see it makes them pretty quickly right here. We have this video, it's 1:12. This video is 1:21. This video is 1:16. If we actually click into each of these, we could see exactly what they actually look like right here. If we come over to full screen, I'm going to lower the volume just so that it's not competing with my voice right here. And we can see this now goes through. It added in the text right here. It actually goes through and actually changes all these things. It created all these images. And this is pretty awesome that this can now go through and create short form content. If we want to change anything about it, we simply just click on view prompt and resources. We could click on iterate right here. And we actually just come over here and change what this custom topic is going to be. And what this just made incredibly easy is you taking long form content, articles, custom sources that you have, pretty much anything. In fact, we could come over here into sources, and now you could turn all of this into short form content literally in just a few minutes. And you could upload that content to Instagram, to TikTok, to Facebook, to YouTube. And this allows you to create content way more easily, directly inside of NotebookLM. We could come over here, we could download this, and boom, we're ready to go.
Now, before I get into the rest of the updates that are only going to keep getting crazier and crazier, I wanted to remind you to smash that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest changes in AI. I upload videos like this almost every single day, and you're not going to want to miss them.
Now, the rest of the updates that I wanted to share with you are actually all going to be from inside of AI Studio right here, because now we can see that if we are inside of AI Studio, we come over to models right here and we click on image generation. We could see that we have a bunch of new models in here. You're now going to see Nano Banana 2 Lite, which is the smallest and most cost-effective image generation model and editing model. And if we actually click on this, we could actually see exactly what this could do. This could do image and text. This could do images only. And this is pretty incredible right here, because if I actually pull up the pricing of this, we could actually see just how affordable this is. So we could see the image generation scores of all of these different models right here. And if we actually look, Nano Banana 2 Lite isn't that far behind Nano Banana 2, which is incredible. The same thing with image editing. We could see the latency, which is how long it actually takes. We could see that it literally takes 1/5 of the time. And if we come over to the pricing, we could see that it's also half the price. So this model right here might not seem like a huge upgrade, but if you're doing something with the API, you're doing something where you're actually using credits, this is a massive upgrade right here. And you could test it out from inside of here. You could see all the different things that you could actually do, and you could get set up with an API key if you wanted to be able to run this. In addition to that, if we now come over here and we want to actually build out an app, you could see that we could do several things. Like we could build an Android app, we could add Google Drive into our app, Google Sheets, Gmail, Google Calendar, Google Docs, Google Slides, Google Tasks, Google Chat, Google Forms, Google Keep, Google Meet, your contacts. In addition to that, all of the different things that Google actually allows you to do with Gemini, like convert text to speech, generate music, add database and auth, create and edit images, add voice conversation, animate images into videos, use Google search data. You can literally scroll through. There are tons of things here. Like there's an insane amount of things, and you can now use and build all of these into the apps that you're building. In addition to that, they made it incredibly easy for you to actually be able to go through and change things. For example, let's say that I'm over here and I created this pizza app right here, right? Or this pizza website rather, inside of AI Studio. What I could now actually do, if I click on this edit tool, I can now come over here and click on annotate, or I could click on focus, which allows us to tell it what we want to change. Or what's even cooler is if we click on designs right here, click on variations, this will automatically go through and create us multiple different designs that we could actually use. Like we have this one right here, which is black, white, and orange. It created this one right here, which is a completely different color, and it's going to go through and generate a bunch of other ones. And what this now allows you to do is from directly inside of their app builder, come up with different designs, come up with different looks, and easily be able to describe a design and get it to create it and compare all of these against each other, which is incredibly powerful right here. On top of that, if we come back out over here and we come back over into the playground, the other thing that you are going to notice is if we come over here, we are now going to be able to come over here into model selection, and we can actually see that if we come over to agents right here, we can actually build out agents from directly inside of here. Like we could build out a data analyst, we could build out a document processor, we could even build out an AI talk radio or customer support or a repo maintainer, or you could literally just come over here and describe exactly what kind of agent you want to build, and you can now build out agents directly inside of here using anti-gravity agent preview. So AI Studio has a massive upgrade because again, you could build out apps, you could build out websites, you could build out mobile apps, you could build out Chrome extensions in here, and you can now build out agents all for free without having to leave Gemini.
Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want to learn about a brand new AI agent that's more powerful than anything else that I've ever seen, I would strongly suggest you check out this video right here that walks you through that new agent. I'll see you over there.